The call came in at 2:14 a.m., shattering the usual quiet of the 911 dispatch center. A trembling voice whispered through the line. "Ma'am, something is kicking inside my stomach. Please, I think I'm dying." The dispatcher froze. Boys do not say things like this. Not at 11 years old. Not ever. But the voice, it was terrified, panicked, on the verge of screaming. 11-year-old Aiden Miller. Before the dispatcher could respond, a sharp thud rattled the line. Thump. "There! It did it again! Please hurry!" Aiden cried. Her fingers hovered over the screen, shaking. She had to act. Every second counted. Within moments, units were dispatched, but the closest responders were not in patrol cars. They were mounted. Officer Jenna Cole, a battle-hardened mounted officer, and her retired K-9 partner Bruno, a German shepherd whose growl could freeze a seasoned criminal in his tracks. Bruno howled as if sensing the boy's terror. Not a normal bark, this was instinct. Something was very wrong. And whoever or whatever was in that farmhouse.
The Mustang Dakota roared down the dirt service road, headlights cutting through the night like twin searchlights. Dust clouds erupted behind the trailer carrying Bruno, who barked in a deep, warning tone. He didn't need to see the danger. He could smell fear from miles away. The isolated farmhouse appeared in the distance, a dark silhouette against the faint glow of the moon. Windows flickered with shadows, the front door wide open.
Aiden, look at
The
me.
air smelled of
Stay
wet
with me.
hay and
You
fear.
have to be brave now, okay?
Jenna's
We
pulse
need to get you out
quickened.
of here.
She slammed the brakes and
Aiden,
dismounted with
look at me.
precision,
You need to
her
breathe.
boots crunching
We
against
have
gravel.
to move, okay?
Bruno leapt
won't
from the
let anything
trailer,
happen
his
to you.
paws hitting the ground with thunderous force. Dakota stomped, nostrils flaring, tail stiff. Danger was in the air, thick and tangible. Aiden Miller stood in the doorway, hunched, shaking, sweat dripping down his face. "Please, it keeps kicking," he gasped, voice cracking. Bruno circled Aiden, sniffing intensely, growling low. Every hair on his back bristled, ears pinned, ready for attack. Jenna drew her flashlight, being cutting through shadows, illuminating dust and fear. "Aiden, tell me everything. What's happening?" she demanded, kneeling to his level. My stomach. It started this morning, like something crawling. Now it's kicking. My mom, she's at work. I'm alone." Bruno barked sharply, warning again, then charged toward the kitchen pantry, claws scraping the wooden floor. Dakota stomped hard, nostrils flaring, hooves digging into dirt. Jenna's heart pounded. Something, or someone, was hiding inside. And it wasn't just an accident. Danger was alive, moving, waiting.
Aiden trembled, clutching his stomach as Jenna knelt beside him. "Look at me, Aiden. Breathe, slowly," she commanded, voice steady but urgent. His hands shook violently. It's moving. Something is inside me. Kicking," he whispered, eyes wide with terror. "Ma'am, please, I think I'm dying." His voice cracked, a shiver running through every word. Jenna's heart raced. 11 years old, alone, terrified, but he wasn't crying. He was alert, aware, trying to stay strong. Bruno barked sharply, circling the pantry, tail stiff, low growl vibrating through the floor. Dakota stomped, ears pinned back, hooves digging into the dirt, snorting warnings. Jenna's mind raced, scanning every inch of the farmhouse. "Stay behind me, Aiden. Don't move. Nothing is going to touch you while I'm here," she said, flashlight slicing through the darkness. Aiden's eyes darted nervously, glancing at the pantry door where Bruno pawed and barked. "Please, it's moving again. Thump! There! Did you hear? Please hurry!" Jenna swallowed, adrenaline surging. Every instinct screamed danger, but she knew panic would not help. This was not a normal emergency. Something alive, something dangerous was hiding inside the house.
Aiden,
And only
look at
their
me.
courage, quick
with me.
thinking, and the keen
have to be
senses of
brave
Bruno
now,
and
okay?
Dakota
We need to
could
get
keep
you
them
out of here.
alive.
Bruno's growls deepened.
rumbling through the floorboards. The pantry door shook under his powerful paws. Scratch, scratch, thump. Something was moving inside, clawing back. Aiden shrank behind Jenna, eyes wide, frozen in terror. "Please, it's kicking again," he whispered, voice shaking. Jenna raised her flashlight, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air, flickering across the room. Her fingers gripped the pantry handle, every muscle tensed. Bruno lunged again, claws scraping wood, teeth flashing in warning. Dakota stomped, pawing the ground, nostrils flaring. The air smelled of fear and something else, damp, musty, urgent. Jenna steadied herself, pulling the pantry door open with a sudden jerk. Aiden screamed, stumbling back. Inside, a large burlap sack, shifting slightly, breathing weakly. Jenna froze, heart pounding. The weight, the movement, it was alive. She knelt, carefully untying the sack. Out tumbled a newborn baby, blue-blanketed, covered in dust, barely breathing. Aiden dropped to his knees, trembling. "Oh my God, someone left a baby in our house," he gasped. Bruno barked fiercely, circling, sniffing. He pawed the floor, urging caution, instinct warning of further danger. Dakota stomped, nostrils flaring, eyes scanning every shadow. Jenna gently lifted the tiny, fragile life into her arms. "You're okay. Stay awake," she whispered softly, while Aiden watched in awe and horror. Then Bruno returned to the pantry, nosing behind the boards, uncovering another hidden burlap sack. This one was heavier, and when Jenna opened it, her blood ran cold. Inside were stolen medical supplies, fake IDs, and a burner phone buzzing with ominous messages. "Drop the baby, collect payment, get out before sunrise." The realization hit them. This was no accident. This was a human trafficking operation, and they had just interrupted the drop. Aiden clutched Jenna's sleeve. "Are we in danger?" he whispered. Jenna's eyes met his, calm but steel hard. "Yes, but we're ready." The moment Jenna stepped outside with Aiden and the newborn, headlights flashed across the yard. A truck, engine idling, doors locked, someone watching. Bruno planted himself between the boy and the approaching danger, fangs bared, muscles taut like steel springs. Dakota pawed the dirt, nostrils flaring, ears alert. Every hair on her body bristled.
Look at me. You need
Jenna
to breathe.
whispered, voice steady.
You have to move, okay?
"Stay behind me,
I
Aiden.
won't let anything
Don't
happen
move."
to you.
The truck
Aiden,
rolled forward
look at me.
slowly, a shadow moving within.
You have to be brave now,
Bruno
okay?
growled,
We need to
low
get you out of
and
here.
menacing, tail stiff, eyes locked on the movement. Dakota stomped again, warning, hooves pounding the dirt with thunder. Aiden held the baby close, shaking, whispering encouragement. "Stay awake, stay awake." The truck paused, engine humming. A figure stepped out, scanning the house, unaware of the battle-ready duo of dogs and officer before him. Jenna's heart pounded, adrenaline surging. She calculated every move, speed, cover, distance. Suddenly, Bruno lunged with terrifying precision, teeth flashing, growl echoing through the yard. The first intruder stumbled, caught off guard. Dakota stomped hard, forcing the second figure to halt mid-step. Jenna moved quickly, flashlight in one hand, baton in the other, blocking escape. Chaos erupted. Barkings, hooves, shouts, tires skidding on gravel. The traffickers realized too late they had underestimated the mounted officer and her dogs. Within seconds, the intruders attempted to retreat, but Bruno and Dakota cut off every escape route. The yard became a controlled battlefield.
Backup sirens pierced the night, cutting through the chaos, flashing red and blue. The intruders glanced at the lights, panic flashed in their eyes. And in that instant, it became clear. Tonight, they would not get away. Aiden squeezed the baby tight, heart racing. His bravery, staying calm, keeping the baby awake, was part of the reason everyone was still alive.